Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to kick this thing off, giving all praises, glory, and honor to the Most High God Yahweh, Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Want to give a strong shalom to all the brothers and sisters who are staying 10 toes grounded in this thing, doing everything they can to make their call and election sure. Give a strong shalom to all the elders that's been leading the way, building up our people, so we can get back on one accord with the Most High in these last days. Strong shalom to all the children who are becoming a better generation than we were, man. Just want to do a quick video, just kind of talk about, some of the madness that go on in Israel, man. Just talk about one of the things that's sincere milk for real. It's one of the things that we truly need, because everybody loves seeking after the breakdowns and the deep knowledge and the parables in the scriptures, man. But we still need milk on a daily basis, man. A lot of our people still don't even know how to deal with each other. So it's like we need the milk before we can even deal with the bread and the meat of these scriptures, man. So I'm gonna kick this thing off with Ephesians. Go at 6. I'm gonna start at 11. It said, "Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." It said you gotta put on that whole armor of the Most High, man. And that armor ain't talking about your damn bulletproof vest. It ain't talking about a shield and a spear. And you're going out for war, man. We dealing with war now on a daily basis. It's a spiritual battle, man. Verse 12 break that down. "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." So it's wicked spirits all over this place, man. So Satan is walking this earth, man, just looking for who he can devour, man. And our people, they want to get caught up in that thing, man. They want to give in to Satan instead of just simply dealing with the Most High, loving their brother as they love themselves, man. Because if you love your brother like yourself, that's how you prove that you love the Most High, man. It's quite simple for real. Verse 13, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness." It says, so you're supposed to take that whole armor, and so you can stand in the evil day, man. When the perilous times that come upon this earth, man, that's how you gonna know that you found faithful in these last days. That's the trying of your faith, man. So you're supposed to stand there with your loins girt with truth, man. Not with your loins girt with your hand on your thumper, not your loins girt with your damn boxing gloves on or your hands taped up and you ready to get in the damn ring like you Rocky, man. You're supposed to have this breastplate of righteousness. Have your loins girt about with truth, man. Verse 15, "And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace." And that's the whole moral of the thing, man. It said, having your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. It said we supposed to have peace amongst the brethren, man, amongst the Achium, amongst the Aquathium, man. We ain't supposed to be sitting here fighting each other, man, dealing with all kinds of madness and just lewdness, dealing with vanity. All these things are just vexation of spirit, man. We go to Lamentations chapter 3. Gonna go down to 30. Say, "He giveth his cheek to him that smiteth him. He is filled full with reproach." I said, man, when your people are ready to jump you, man, not saying that you got to be weak, but sometimes you just got to be able to give them that cheek to be like, hey, man, you just got to be able to deal with your brother. Not sit there and build to the strife, build to the contention, just add more fuel to the fire, as the world like to call it, man. Said when their people reproach you, man, you got to show them your peaceful side, man. Sometimes you got to be patient. You got to be forbearing with brothers, man, and sisters. Verse 31, "For the Lord will not cast off forever." So the Lord ain't casting us off forever, man. He coming back. I mean, he gonna send, the Most High is sending Yahweh back to deal with us, man, to gather us up out of these captive lands that we in, man, and bring us back to our homeland. Bring us back to the 100% being in the laws, statutes, and commandments, man, without damn flaws, man, without blemishes. So, but our people acting like that we don't have to hold that faith, that we don't have to love one another, that we don't have to be forbearing with another, that we don't have to forgive one another, man. There's wickedness going on in these places, man. Verse 32, but though he cause grief, yet will he have compassion according to the multitude of his mercies. So we got to think about the same way that Mashiach Yahushua had mercy on us, man. We got to have mercy on each other. That's the whole point of Yahushua even asking this question right here, man. Book of Luke, chapter 18 and verse 7. And shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect? So he going to avenge his own elect, man. Judgment is going to start with the house of Israel. Said, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them. I said, and our people, we crying out day and night to him. Just like in return, he crying out day and night to us, man, telling us to get it right. That's why he's sending these spirits and these demons throughout the world, man, to try to throw us off, to try our faith, to test us, man, trying to see who gonna be steadfast and be 10 toes down in this thing until the end, man. Say verse 8, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Said, man, the Most High, he's sending his son like a thief in the night, man. He coming in unaware. You ain't gonna, if you knew a thief was coming, you'd be prepared. You'd be sitting there looking out the window. Probably got your damn cameras set up in your house, man. You would have your weapons, everything ready for you. You would have everything set up so you can handle business. That's the same way we got to be now. Because the Most High, he said that he is going to avenge us speedily, man. The recompense ain't going to be slow. He said in 1 hour, man. 1 hour. He's not going to be taking down 1,000 years to ransack this place, man. Yahushua is going to be trading like damn wine press, man. You think that's going to take 100 years, man? You think that's going to take 200 years? It's 400 years. Or even 40 days and 40 nights. So he going to avenge them speedily, man. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on earth. That's why he even asked, is he going to find faith on earth? Or is he going to come back while his people still sitting here fighting each other, arguing over corners, arguing over colors, arguing over what style of fringes should be wearing, get mad because brothers wear fringes on t-shirts, or if they wear it on garments, or if they wear it on their pants, or only on their coats, if brothers wearing mitris, or if they wear hats. Just all kinds of madness, man. Our people have no unity. It's just sickening, man. The fact that we still even have to talk about these basic things, man. But that's what these scriptures are here for. They written for our learning, man. Matthew 5 and 38. This goes to prove that nothing in this book doesn't have a precept to go along with it. Same way we just brought it out in Lamentations 3, we bring it out now in Matthew 5 and verse 38. It said, ye have heard that it had been said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. That's going back to the law. That's going back to that righteous judgment, that recompense for whenever you break the laws. It said if you was to kill somebody, yeah, you got to be killed, man. It's eye for an eye and it's tooth for a tooth. That's why Yahushua even talking about this thing, because nothing technically has changed, man. We still coming back to this judgment. So when Yahushua come back, he gonna judge us the same way that we is judging our brothers and sisters, man. But he gonna do it actually worse because it's been just building up over all this time that we've been going off. We've been just leaning on our own understanding. We've been doing what I want. We've been following our so-called heart. Not just the organ to pump blood, man, but the wicked thoughts that we have, man. Because everything began as a thought. For you to hate your brother, you had to have that contemplating in your mind that you hate your brother, that you don't like what they are doing, you don't approve of it, that you're against it to the point that you want to sit here and fight your brothers, man. Verse 39, but I say unto you that ye resist not evil, but whosoever shall smite thee on the right cheek, turn to him the other also. So how many of our people are actually willing to do that? I said, if somebody hits you, you just quick to get in the brawl. Next thing you know, it's a bar fight, and now people tossing each other over tables, and they pulling out damn sticks and chairs, and next thing you know, it's a damn Boondocks episode, man. It's damn madness. I said our actions are what got us into even being in captivity all this time. Because we did this to ourselves, man. You know, people think that we only blame the heathen, you know, because we go out and we shake the hand and we talk about how wicked these nations are, man. But it's actually our fault that this even happened at all. Deuteronomy 31 and verse number 17 said, "Then my anger shall be kindled against them in that day, and I will forsake them." So that happened back then, and this is a future prophecy. This happened in the days of Egypt. I said, and it's also happening again here in spiritual Egypt, man. It said, I'm going to read that from the top again. "Then my anger shall be kindled against them in that day, and I will forsake them, and I will hide my face from them, and they shall be devoured. And many evils and troubles shall befall them, so that they will say in that day, are not these evils come upon us, because our God is not among us?" And that's the reason that these evils are coming upon us. Is because we are just simply under a grace period, and people taking you know, full-blown advantage of that, and they just disannulling what the Most High got going on. They just don't give a damn, you know, that Yahushua actually died for us to have a grace period and a time to get it right, man. They'd rather still live in a wickedness in the days of old, man, not putting off that old man. Verse 18, "And I will surely hide my face in that day for all the evils which they have wrought, and that they are turned unto other gods." So you don't want it to be to that point where when Yahushua come back, he say, "I never knew you." He said, because our people going to be talking about, didn't they cast out devils in his name, man? Let me grab that. It's like Book of Matthew chapter 7 and verse 22 said, "Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works?" So our people think that they doing all these wonderful works right now, man. And like, hey, ain't we casting out devils? Ain't we out there shaking the hand? Ain't we out there waking up our people? Ain't we telling everybody to keep these all statutes and commandments? But what happened? Said, verse 23, "And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity." So he gonna realize that you still a filthy rag, man. That even though you out here, you so-called doing the work, you know, you hitting the corner on the Sabbath, you know, talking about the Lord, man. But yet your body is still filled with iniquity, man. You never got rid of that leaven that's consumed up in your body, man. And not talking about the physical leaven, talking about the spiritual leaven, man. Talking the hatred that our people have for each other, man. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 14. "For if ye forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if ye forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive yours." So if you ain't forgiving your brothers, man, what make you think the Most High got to forgive you? Who are you to think that you can just do whatever the hell you want and just think that the Most High is just going to come back and be accepting that, man? You got to look at that as just the simple stuff. Like if you had a thief around, you ain't going to let a thief just come chill in your crib, man. So why the Most High got to let a thief in the kingdom? So that same concept, when it's like you know what I'm saying, you want to be a hater and a backbiter toward your brother, but you think that the Most High gotta just be accepting of that, man? That he don't want you to change your ways? That he ain't gonna be looking for you to be better? So the scriptures was written for our learning. He don't be like, now, all this time you had all this knowledge and wisdom and understanding that you thought you had, you couldn't remember the milk of the precepts, man? The milk of these scriptures? You couldn't keep the greatest commandments of loving your brother as you love yourself, man, and loving the Most High? Said Colossians chapter 3 and verse 12. Said, "Put on therefore as the elect of God, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, and humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do ye. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. Said in that charity is all the things that's listed above, man. Having bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another, man, forgiving one another. You having quarrels, you got to turn the other cheek, man. You got to be the bigger man. But a lot of our people, they still deal with these damn issues of pride. That's why we need this milk so tough, man. Book of Mark, chapter 11, and verse 24. Said, therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. And when ye stand praying, forgive, Salakia. Read that again. Verse 25. And when ye stand praying, forgive, if ye have aught against any, that your Father also which is in heaven may forgive you your trespasses. But if ye do not forgive, neither will your Father which is in heaven forgive your trespasses, man. I say, so you can't be up here saying, trying to pretend like you holier than thou, man, when your body is full of wickedness, when your body is full of deceit, is full of lust, is full of hatred. All these things, man, that's weakness, man. And they evil spirits that you gotta learn how to purge out of your body, man. That's why he said when you praying, you gotta be forgiving, man. The same way when you go to sleep, you can't let the sun go down upon your wrath, man. Like you gotta leave all them things in the past, man. You gotta let it be. I'm gonna close out with this one. Book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 31. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. You got to cleanse all that stuff out of your system, man. Same way that when Passover coming around and you quick to make sure that you ain't got no waffles in the crib, making sure that ain't no damn hoagies left in the refrigerator. Like all that simple stuff of getting all the leaven out of your crib, man. You got to make sure that you getting all that wickedness out of your spirit as well, man. Get that out of your temple. Get that out of your mind. So even when you walking down the street, even if you salute another brother and he don't salute you back, man, you can just go, hey, man, it is what it is. Maybe brother just having a bad day. And you keep it pushing, man. So, because we have to be better than the heathen, man. We got to be better than the old man. Got to be better than these old ways, man. That's the ways of Babylon. They taught us to hate each other, man. They taught us to not love one another. But these scriptures teach us something totally different. Verse 32. And be ye kind to one another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, even as Yahweh for Hamashiach's sake hath forgiven you. But with that, man, I hope that y'all was edified. Hope that y'all are all able to endure in this thing and just continue to build yourself up, man. Pray that the Most High can continue to give you a humble heart, to give you a forgiving heart, a forbearing heart, give you patience, give you peace and meekness. But with that, giving all praises, glory, and honor to the Most High God Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And with that, Shalom.